Like many creative people, I had a dream of quitting my 9-to-5 job to make a living from my passion, making music and videos from the comfort of my bedroom. After 2 years of hard work and countless hours in my studio, I did succeed and quit my job on January 31st, 2023. But fast forward 12 months later, and I completely lost my drive for creating videos or sitting down at the desk to produce music, leading me into burnout. So, where did I go wrong? Alright, it's 7 a.m, new day, new week. So as you've just seen, it's been about exactly 1 year since I've been doing this full time, and since then my daily routine has changed quite a lot. I ran into more challenges and obstacles that I can count. My life has been a roller coaster of emotions on a daily basis. So I just wanted to share my experience and some reflections about quitting your job for your passion, if that is something you're looking to do in the future. So to give you an authentic look into my life right now, I'm going to bring you along with me as I go throughout the day and share some thoughts on the topic. That being said, I have a coaching session coming up with a student. I have about 30 minutes to prepare it, so I'll do that and catch up with you right after. If there's one thing I haven't reduced while having the burnout is the coaching sessions. I love them too much. I honestly love them. It makes me feel super useful for other people. So yeah, that I haven't stopped at all, but now I'm hungry, so I need to eat some breakfast. While I didn't have any issues continuing the business side of things, where I felt completely drained and needed a reset was with my creativity. When your passion becomes your job, you start to have to do things rather than wanting to do them, like making a YouTube video or producing a song for a specific video or brand. This is where thoughts start creeping into your mind and you start wondering, if I don't release another song soon, people won't take me as a serious music producer and artist. You also very quickly fall into the hamster wheel of having to upload 1 video per week on YouTube, 4 on Instagram, 1 live per week here, and releasing a song every month there. This completely killed the creativity aspect of my life. The solution I found? Prioritizing my music time, but most importantly, combining making videos and producing music all together. So I'm filming this video where I challenge myself to score my first movie scene by making music with it, learning more about composition, music theory, orchestration, and doing more music with intention and more emotions. And even if it is very challenging skills-wise, it's been a huge help to get my drive again for making videos and music. This one, for example, it's been a while since I wanted to try this orchestration film scoring thing, so I decided to take that into a video rather than the opposite. Instead of having to make a specific type of song for a video, I did the opposite and I just took what I wanted to do next for my artist journey and turned that into a video where I just document the process, and it's been way more fun. Now, as much as I'd like to tell you that I spent the rest of my day making music, it is far from the reality. Instead, I am jumping into my next task, which is to reply to my emails, mostly previous coaching students and sponsors, as this is a big chunk of where my income comes from. The truth is that when you work on your own, business-related tasks become the majority of your life as your livelihood now depends on it. Now don't get me wrong, I also love that part, but sometimes I wish I'd have more time for my core passion. You see, I'm currently always making music for a specific reason. A release for my audience, for a video, for a brand, but never just for me. And that's one thing that I miss a lot. Making music just for me when no one will know this is from me, where no one can judge it and give me their opinion. Something that is just for me. Which is why I actually started a secret artist alias on the side, but if I would tell you which one, then it wouldn't be such a secret, so I'll keep it for me for now. As we talked about it just before, this afternoon is going to be another type of business task, which is going to be to write the newsletter for my email list. When having an online business, or even just being an artist, it's a good thing to have an email list, as if something happens to your social media account, you lose everything. But with emails, that's an audience you own. So every Monday, I take about 2 hours to write a value-packed email to my subscribers where I share a lesson from my journey with specific actions, 2 new music discoveries, and 2 new resources for music artists. It's honestly something I've been enjoying a lot, so I don't mind. It's a great time to listen to some chill music at the same time. I'm done for the day. I finished 30 minutes earlier, so that's great. This one was surprisingly easy. I don't know, I felt maybe inspired. Before I leave for CrossFit, I wanted to talk about one more topic, which is boundaries. If there is one reason as to why I fell into burnout, it is that one. And it's my fault, really. I got so deep into making this thing work, and I was loving it so much as well that I completely forgot to take care about me and my physical health. Until 2 days ago, I had never taken a weekend off in the last 3 years. That is how deep I was into it. So I should have installed boundaries for myself, but the other problem was that when I was taking some type of time off, I didn't know what to do. Because my hobby became my job, I was suddenly out of hobbies. So it took me some time, but I now started to reconnect with some previous passions, like CrossFit, for example, tennis, playing sports, playing some video games. I started to draw again, spending more time outside as well. So if you decide to quit your job at some point, my advice for you is have some boundaries for yourself and keep some hobbies that will get your butt out of the studio. And that being said, time for that. After an exhausting workout, I rushed home to hop on my accountability group meeting with other content creators, where we meet every Monday evening and talk about content, business, and support each other. But other than that, that's gonna be it for today, as I am wiped. But before closing the computer and the studio for the evening, there is 2 more points that I would like to touch on. The first one being that if you are thinking about quitting your job, you have to pave the way for monetization. Do not just quit and try to figure it out. The main reason I was able to do that when I quit without having any financial trouble or stress was that because when I did quit, I was already making half of a full-time income from my music and YouTube. And this made it so much more easier for me. Secondly, it's your life. Don't listen to anybody else trying to tell you that you have to do things a certain way. If you want to monetize by teaching music, do it. If you want to monetize through a YouTube channel, do it. You do not have to be getting royalties from Spotify or selling your ghost production services to say that you are monetizing your music. There are plenty of other ways to do it, just find what works for you. It's not because someone's definition of making money from your music is a certain way that it has to be the same for you. And on that note, if you want to hear 10 more ideas on how to monetize your music, you can watch this video next, but in the meantime, keep learning and I'll see you in the next one.